It's vegan recipes with Emily and her friend.
Hi everybody out there, I'm Emily from It's Vegan and this is
Tina Shabo from the Yoga Deck LLC.
And we are in her kitchen today. We're gonna do a little breakfast and food prep. I have some breakfast sausage here that I crumbled up. This is a video that will be coming out on It's Vegan soon. I've got some fresh veggies here, but in the meantime I'm gonna crumble this tofu in a pan, add some water, and get this cooking. And I think Tina has some stuff that she wants to share with you guys.
Awesome. Hey, what is in those two? Can we just talk about that for a minute, Emily?
Sure.
Because I've never cooked with sausage, so I just want you to talk a little bit about the sausage here. So what are you going to be adding?
Oh, well, the breakfast sausage is a separate recipe that will be coming out on It's Vegan. This is some miso and vegetable bouillon paste, some ground up turmeric, mostly just for color. I'm gonna add this with some water to that pot. Throw in my tofu. I'm gonna crumble it all up. And when the water has all cooked down, I'll call that done. And I'm just gonna brown that sausage in a pan.
Oh, wow. Cool.
And I'll be right.
Okay, and here's the water if you need it too.
All right, I will probably be asking you for some.
Okay. I just want to talk about a few things that I have going on right now in my garden and in my kitchen. So you're not going to be able to see right now, we are abundant in peppers right now. So my boyfriend brought even more down. So I'm going to go ahead and get those ready, freeze a few, can a few, cook a few, throw some in my curry today. So there's always so many options you can do with all the wonderful peppers of the season. And then I also got some basil and I have parsley. And what I'm going to do with my basil and parsley, both of which are wonderful astringent herbs, so they're going to be pulling toxins out of the system. So we really want to use those kind of herbs this time of the year because in Ayurvedic, you know, summer we had all that precious sun to allow us to constantly detoxify. And in the winter, we're going to lose a little bit of that. So we want to use the herbs that we're harvesting from our gardens right now. So we're going to take my parsley and my basil, and I'm going to chop those up, and I'm going to put those in ice cube trays and freeze them. And then I put those in the freezer and keep them for my curries and everything through the winter. So I'm going to be doing that today. And the other thing I want to show you that I got this wonderful tea. I'm making Emily and I a little tea to enjoy while we are cooking. So this is my favorite tea pour over, and I got this Yoga Blend tea. Now I order a lot of my teas from Elmwood Inn in Danville, Kentucky, and they're all organic, and I just love that company. But this I happened to get at a little shop called Wild Roots in Chillicothe yesterday when I was with my sister and brother-in-law. So this is just this is about a tablespoon and a half. And I'm gonna make Emily's first just so she can start with it. Emily doesn't like sweets in her tea, and I like sweets and everything, so we're gonna do hers first. Now remember, on a lot of your teas, you don't wanna brew or steep over for a minute and a half. Some teas you can steep up to 5 minutes. This tea is pretty safe to steep for about 2.5 minutes, so I'm just gonna let that go until it gets a gorgeous amber color, and she's gonna have her blend. And you can see there's hibiscus in this tea as well, so see the pink, everything's just gonna, it's gonna be beautiful. And I'm gonna take a little slice of lemon in that for her.
It smells great, just loose in that container.
Yeah, good stuff.
I just wanted to let you guys know what we have going on the stove over here. I just have this sausage crumbled up, browning in this skillet. The Tofu Scramble. I have added the liquid and the miso, which is a probiotic, and I try to add it to things instead of salt. So the bouillon paste, and then I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. When that liquid cooks off, these will be done.
I'm going to go ahead, I've cut up my parsley, and I also cut up my basil and put that in the freezer. So I just take my herbs and I rinse them and clean them really nice, and then cut them up and I put them in my ice cube trays. And then I just pour the purified water over that. Now, this is a great way to then throw your ice cubes in your curries and just use them all season. So it's great when you have a really an abundant herbal garden. So excited.
All right, we are gonna now make up our wraps. I already finished my delicious tea. That was awesome, by
Wasn't
the
that
way.
great?
Thank you. So good.
Try mine with the maple syrup in it.
Sure.
Have a little taste. That's from that Savage Farms maple syrup.
Oh, that real fancy maple
Yeah.
syrup you
Yeah.
got. That's
At the
very
festival.
good.
At the
Yeah, that's
festival.
very good. So then, for this, I'm just gonna do some sausage, some of our egg scramble, which I think
Looks so
it
pretty.
looks pretty eggy.
It looks very eggy.
The only
I would
thing-
not have known it wasn't scrambled eggs. I would have thought it was just scrambled eggs and you had added a little turmeric in.
The only thing that I would add to this that I do something I don't have is black salt. It's supposed to be.
I have it.
Oh my gosh! Can we sprinkle a little bit on here?
Yes.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
In the
I read
meantime,
that.
I'm getting some
I read
radishes
that.
on here.
They say it gives like a sulfur egg-like taste.
Yes.
Right?
I'm gonna.
So right here, should I just sprinkle a little on there?
Yeah. And I'm gonna do just a little on here. Oh, this! I'm excited to try this.
Yeah.
Can I just like stick my nose in here? Oh. It's
Yeah.
nice.
It's mild. It's got a different taste that it.
It
Isn't
does
that
have
nice?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that like a clean? I think.
Yeah. I need to get some of that.
I don't know how to describe it really. It's just different. Then I love Himalayan pink salt. That's what I usually use. Is that what
Some
you
kale. I like Himalayan pink salt a lot. And I got these beautiful tomatoes from Charlie's Garden.
Oh, those are beautiful.
And I like to put sriracha on here. I do use Himalayan pink salt. If
Yeah,
I
that right there.
am not putting salt right on the outside of something, I just use regular table salt. Because I feel like most Americans need the iodine in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
I feel-
iodized. And it is actually something that people need. So if I'm not sprinkling it right on the outside, or I use just regular table salt.
What is this?
These are some portobello mushrooms that I just
Oh,
had
nice.
cooked up from the other day, and I figured we'd throw some of those in here too.
Sure. It's gonna be so good.
I think I made mine too full. I might not be able to close my wrap. Maybe a wrap and a salad.
I'm gonna put just a little of the kale on here. You know, kale is something that I put in my smoothies, but it's hard for me to like it in a salad. Does that make sense?
I get what you're saying.
I need to find a way to like kale more. I love it in my smoothies.
We do a kale salad that has miso ginger salad dressing on it with beets and radishes, and I would never have mixed this together, but my mom did. It's on the itsvegan.org, and I feel like it's an easy way to eat kale.
Oh, really? Here, I'm
Yeah.
gonna give you a little pretty napkin with a butterfly on it for your.
Oh, so cute.
I'm so excited.
Now it's time for the taste test.
Yes. I have never tried this before, so that is incredible.
It's like a breakfast burrito. Like,
That is a breakfast. I would never have thought that was not eggs and sausage.
mm-hmm.
This is out of sight, like it's surreal. Can you make those eggs up and put them in like in a thing and meal prep for breakfast for 2-3 days at a
Oh
time?
yeah.
So it would be easy to have that.
I would do a whole block just for me and Chris, and then we would just, do a burrito a day until it's gone. I mean, and you can put in like whatever you want if you're into.
And that is tofu too.
That is vital wheat gluten and chickpeas and onions and homemade.
Oh, you had made that before. Okay. And that's on your website?
That's gonna be my next video. I
Oh
think.
my gosh, I love that. That's how you do the sausage? What herbs do you put it in to make it taste like sausage? What's the spices?
I looked it up on what you would do to season ground pork to make your own breakfast sausage. And I used all those same herbs and spices.
That's amazing.
It's got a bunch in there.
For the first time ever, I found a Morningstar sausage that was good too.
Oh,
I
nice.
have tried, you know how some crumbles just taste like chemicals, and I'm like, oh. They have like a little sausage patty that tastes really good.
Oh, I
Like
haven't
a
tried that
sausage-
one.
Yeah,
Nice.
but if you can learn to make it at home, I mean, it's better, isn't it?
Oh, right?
Thank you so much.
Right? It's so much better if you make something homemade, share it with love, feed someone something you made from scratch.
Yeah.